Hello, everybody. Welcome back to Everyday Booze and Shows. Today, we're talking to you about King of the Hill, Death of a Salesman, Propane Boom Part 2.
Yes, and
Badass episode.
we ended off last episode with Megalomart exploding.
Dale, or Boomhauer calling 911.
Yeah, and we'll pick up on this episode with Bobby being in treehouse up far. It was like up in some kind of like hill,
Like playground.
Yeah. Anyway, so he's sitting in the freaking treehouse or the playground with Connie, and he sees a big explosion, and then I think someone comes up and was like, "Hey,
Yeah, it's that asshole guy. I can't think of his name, but he's like, your dad was in an explosion.
Yeah, your dad." He's like,
Your dad got blown up.
"Yeah, your dad got
like
blown
that.
up," and so he Bobby's freaking out, and he goes to figure out what's going on, and I think the next thing they're all like at the Megalomart, Peggy, and it shows him and Luann come out. And
well, it shows Peggy. He's trying to get a firefighter. She's like, my husband is in there. He couldn't find a job nowhere else. And the firefighter says, "Don't worry, Miss Gioni. We're looking as hard as we can." Because she says, my husband couldn't get a job anywhere else. And he thinks she's talking about Chuck Mangione.
Yeah. Mrs. Michelin.
But yeah, that's whenever Hank and Luann come out.
Luann's freaking has basically no hair. She has like singed hair. And
hair's all singed. She gets a brush. Oh, my hair feels funny. Starts brushing her hair. Everything falls off.
Ooh, my hair feels weird.
Starts freaking out.
And she like, that's the whole episode. She's like, I was gonna go break up with freaking Buckley because that's what she was gonna go do. She's gonna go.
That's what she did. She's like, I broke up with Buckley seconds before the explosion. That's why I still have my eyelashes.
Yeah. So then after that, they had the next scene. I think they're at the house.
So Buckley dies.
In
the explosion.
Yeah, Buckley does that. Everyone like Hank is kind of in denial about the explosion, being like, "Hey, I wasn't affected by this explosion."
Yeah,
like, hey, what
he's trying to play it off as it's cool. He's sitting in the alleyway with the guys, and then Mr. Strickland comes by. Yeah, that's when he says, because he's like, buildings explode. That's what they do.
I'm fine. It's no big deal. Buildings explode. That's what they do.
That's when he pulls out a beer and
dumps it
into a glass. He's like, I haven't been affected by it by any way. So Mr. Strickland says, well, where can I expect you back, Nitro?
Yeah.
I had nothing to do with that explosion. It hasn't affected me in any way.
Yeah, I love how Strickland the entire time thinks that fucking blew up fucking Megalomart.
Hank, blew it up. Everyone blames Hank. Everyone blames Hank. He's like, I didn't blow up the Megalomart. Well, Luann is kind of going crazy, right? And she says she's not doing beauty school no more. She's going to start taking pictures. And she shows this picture to Peggy. She's like, look at these hungry children. And it's a picture of CNN. It's like the TV picture. Her taking a picture of the TV. Yeah. She's like, Luann, this is a picture of CNN. This is a picture of the TV. She goes, oh, it's nice to be smart, Aunt Peg.
Yeah.
Smart and well fed.
Look at these pictures of hungry children.
Why is the CNN logo in the corner? Oh, this is just a picture of the TV, Luann.
Oh, it's nice to be smart, Aunt Peggy. Smart and well fed.
And see, like, where is she? Like, what are they making fun of? Like, because this is 1998 that this episode's coming out.
I don't know. Like, I don't even know. They did say at the end of the episode, Con said something about her acting like a weird Sheree O'Connor. I don't know who that is. Something I don't have to look up.
Right. Yeah, I don't know.
I don't know, but yeah, she is. Luann is so funny in this episode.
Is he talking about freaking Terminators, the mom?
No, not.
She's
not
bald. Almost.
Yeah, but no.
That's the only,
She's not paranoid like, or going crazy like, she's going crazy, but not like Luann's going crazy, But Dell, he thinks it's all a conspiracy. He thinks Buckley He's not even dead.
Yeah.
Right? He goes to the Megalomart crash site and he's talking to the feds there, but she doesn't know they're feds.
Yeah.
And he goes, I bet you don't know that I know that all Megalomart employees have a $5,000 insurance policy. And the guy's like, sir, that's ridiculous. He goes, well, that's what they want you to think. Sir,
like, we are they.
He's like, get, and he runs off.
Him running off, I swear, is the funniest thing ever. He's always just like, and runs off, you know.
Well, it turns out that Hank is scared of propane, right? So he's been offered to go back to Strickland.
And he says, yeah, but then he doesn't.
He says, I need grieving time. He's too scared to go back.
Yeah.
Right? And he's decrumbing the toaster, right? And then Bobby's like, hold the crumbs.
Yeah.
Because Bobby wants the crumbs.
Yeah.
I never ever knew that was a thing, decrumbing the toaster.
I didn't either. I mean, it seems like something like a bored middle-aged white dude would do. You know what I mean? That's how like my dad
Hank
was.
is,
That's
yeah.
how my dad is. You know, they don't play video games.
Yeah.
They freaking work on shit. You know?
Yeah, that's what my dad is
Exactly.
too. He
It's
just
the
works on shit.
old school. You know what I mean?
That's all he does, work on shit. Anyway, so Hank, they all go to Buckley's funeral. And my God, this is the funniest funeral I've ever seen. It's so sad.
So sad.
So sad that Buckley died, but it's so funny. So they get to the funeral, and and Mr. Strickland goes up to Hank, and he said, well, what can I expect you back? And he goes, well, after appropriate grieving time, sir. And he said something about the explosion. He goes, I had nothing to do with the explosion. I'm glad you said that, Hank. I'm wearing a wire for unrelated reasons.
He's like, no, that's when he's like, yeah, he's like, he's like, you expect me back at appropriate period of grievance time. Once he figures out he has fucking wire on.
Yeah. Then the pastor asked for anyone to go up to speak, right? So then Luann runs up there, and she goes, y'all want me to cry about Buckley?
I guess y'all expect me to cry for Buckley. But I am not.
Well, here is a picture of a hungry Irish child. And he puts
shows
the picture.
him Bobby in his underwear.
Bobby, yeah, in his underwear trying to get a snack. And everyone's like, oh my God.
Because there are a lot more important things to cry about. This is a picture of what a hungry Irish child looks like. Fight the occupation! Fight the occupation!
Peggy's the funniest. She's just like, oh my God. It's so
Like,
funny.
Luann, what the hell are you doing?
And the pastor's like, is there anyone else?
Yeah, he wants to. Anyone at all?
Anyone at all?
Freaking Con comes up there and he's like, you know, I wasn't really fond of Buckley until I seen how bad he pissed off Hank.
I know.
And then he's like,
everyone looks at Hank all angry. Because everyone already thinks Hank killed him.
and he's like, so I had to seek him out, and I made real good friends with Buckley. Yeah, and he's like, so I shed a river of tears for that kid. I love Buckley. He's like one of my own.
Like, as a Buddhist, I have a story to tell. You all know about stories to tell for Buddhists. And everyone's just looking at him.
What the hell are you talking about?
He's like, oh, anyway.
He talks about it. He's like, yeah, there's this tiger. And this dude is running away from this ferocious tiger. And he goes down he falls down the cliff and he gets caught up on this branch. And he looks down and there's a ferocious tiger at the bottom waiting to eat him.
Looks up.
And there's a tiger still waiting there to eat him. And he's like, so he's like, but he saw this strawberry growing on the branch that he fell onto. And he reached over there and grabbed it. And it was the sweetest strawberry he had ever eaten.
Because he knew he was going to die.
Yeah, because he knew he was going to die. And he was like, it was okay. That's a good joke. That's a good joke.
Hank says, how inappropriate to tell a joke in a funeral.
Yeah.
And then Bill's like, well, it was funny, though. Strawberry.
What the hell?
I don't know. How was that a joke?
It's not a joke. They're just so uncultured. They don't know.
Yeah, they just don't know. Yeah, it's so funny. But the whole scene with Luann putting Bobby's picture up there, man, that is just too funny.
There's a hungry Irish boy. I think it was a little bit before that. The beauty salon people felt bad for Luann. They tried to give her a wig.
Yeah, try to give her a wig.
Yeah. So and she's like, I'm done looking pretty. I don't even care about it anymore. And she goes and throws it away, and then Bobby goes and pulls it out of the trash. He puts it on his head. It's like, oh. Yeah.
Then Hank gets all mad and takes it.
Oh, I love it.
I like whenever, like a little while afterwards, whenever Peggy figures out that Hank is scared of propane, they go to a propane explosion support group.
Yeah. Can't you hear this?
Yeah, I know. Chuck Mangione's got his little microphone trying to play music, and it's just hissing.
He's like every time I play a song, it's like feels so good. It sounds just like feels so good. He's like,
maybe because it does.
Ever since the explosion, every song I play sounds like feels so good.
Maybe that's because it does feel so good to be alive.
No, that's not it.
I was talking to Hank, and then he discovers that Hank is afraid of death.
yeah.
Not propane, but death.
He's like, you're not afraid of propane. You're afraid of death. He's like, no.
Yeah, who's afraid of dying?
Yeah.
I'm not afraid of dying. That's whenever Shock is playing the saxophone, and it's just like hissing. Can't you hear the hissing?
propane.
It's the propane leak is going to explode.
He
And he runs off.
freaks out and runs out of the building.
You hear the hissing? It's propane. This room's gonna blow.
Yeah, I get the from that scene. I get the vibes from that episode where he has to get his ass replaced. You know, he goes.
Oh,
to
yeah,
support group for that as well.
Support group for that, yeah, yeah, because he's got no ass.
Yeah.
In that episode, that's a completely different episode.
Yeah,
but,
but I get that's why
Yeah.
it made me think of that episode when they went to that support meeting.
but
And then after that, what is
afterwards, they're talking about who gets Bobby if he dies.
Oh yeah, and Bobby's like peeking over the fence.
Yeah.
And like catches like maybe like a quarter of the conversation. He's like, I thought you were doing fine.
Yeah,
And he
runs
freaks
off.
out and runs off. Yeah, runs away from home.
And then when they try to get a search party, and he goes and grabs a fruit pie, and he says, "Lady Bird, smell the fruit pie." All right, she's got Bobby's scent.
Yeah, he's like, how'd you find me, Dad? He's like, well, I gave Lady Bird one of your fruit pies and had to run around the block for a little bit, but that didn't work.
Then so and so called me and said, "You're over here."
Yeah. So I was like, oh, he said you're over here.
He must have been just looking for his mom. His mom's over the playground playing his hand. Yeah, well,
But I think that was pretty much it.
that's pretty much the episode. I mean, it's a hilarious episode. We don't do it nearly the justice of how funny this episode is.
No, yeah, I mean, like it's one of the episodes you just kind of you gotta watch.
You have to watch. You want to make sure you watch Propane Boom first, then Death of a Salesman, because it won't be nearly as funny.
Yeah. The next King of the Hill it's gonna tie into these episodes as well. It's gonna be Buckley's Angels.
Hey, Buckley's
That's
Angels.
that's the next episode. The name of the next episode.
And we'll be doing that one next week.
Yep.
So, another Claymore, another King of the Hill.
Yep. And then we'll probably do a movie after that.
Yeah. So if you have any requests for any movies, just put in the comments.
We'd love to see it. Yeah,
we'd love to see it.
We're down to do whatever.
Yeah, whatever you guys want us to talk about, we'll watch it. Even if it's a horrible movie.
He doesn't like anything, so it's okay.
I like anything that's good. I can't do gross. Gross movies I can't do. But anyways, we appreciate you watching. Definitely watch this episode of King of the Hill if you've never watched it before. Anything else you want to add?
That's it. You guys have a wonderful evening.
All right.
See you next time.
See you. Peace.